Alright, so now that we've covered, you know, most of the things from the base game.
Layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
That's not what the narrator said. It said just a matter of time. Anyway, now we'll try out the new content. I know nothing about this. I'm not saying the D word. I'm not getting debated this time. I have no idea what could be in here.
What does that mean? New content.
So we'll find out. Oh, 416 would be here then. Welcome back, Christian. So this is new stuff. So I've never seen any of this before. Guess we'll see what this is like. I don't know what exactly to expect.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You just said hello, idiot.
How does it keep getting that word?
Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step
I haven't seen it before myself.
Thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
So what is the new content then?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
What I'm wearing right now for this, like, mini cosplay. This green is actually a wig, but my real hair that is tucked underneath it is just as long. Is the thing. I'm fairly certain it was new content. I'm not saying the D word there.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Press A to jump. What? Do you only have so many? No, I can't do it outside. Chiba unlocked, you can't jump. You can only jump within this circle, huh? I'm not quite certain who that is, but I appreciate the kind words. Boopity bop. We have that many jumps. Now they're gone forever. Oh my.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There's another elevator.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What?
Wait. Test achievement description, replace this. What even? Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Quality assurance department
It's
signed off on
Nintendo.
this. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills.
Yeah,
no
it
gimmicks.
reminds me of a certain one as
Just you
well.
and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
There's gotta be something different now, right? Most likely. There has to be. Yeah, this channel has a whole lot of emotes. What?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What? Coffee nut? Yeah, when I think of vents, I definitely think of FNAF. What? Huh? What's this gonna be?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
What? What is this?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where
What?
I've been storing all my
Is this a reference to
favorite
another
memories
game?
so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Memory zone. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. Memory, sweet memory.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how
The Steam
wonderful
page.
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Nintendo Switch port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the wait.
My first kiss, my first car, the release of the
You
Stanley
just said
Parable.
door. Knock knock.
I did not. Release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. What are these? Remember. The Memory Zone Temp. Stanley Parable Mind Control Facility. Yeah, the times when gas prices weren't high. You know, for the longest time here in Alberta, gas prices a liter for Canadian dollar was like anywhere from $1 to maybe $1.15 a liter. I looked recently and it's now like $1.68 a liter. It's astounding. The original remake, Stanley Parable, just your average browser. Buy on Steam. Good times. Yeah, I remember watching playthroughs of the Stanley Parable back when it released. See a whole bunch of different content creators doing all kinds of different paths and such. There's Academy of Film and Television Arts Stanley Parable. Back in the image for the Stanley Parable 2013 store page, instead of Steam TM, it says pressurized gas. Wait. This or the other one? The other one? Maybe you can't see it on like the Switch version, but you can read it on other versions where it's higher quality. Maybe? I don't know. Put something crazy, Guzma. But yeah. Yeah, they're Looney and Toony here. I have them in my wallet here. Wow. I have all my coins in the wallet here. I probably have some of them. That's a Looney. That's a Toony. These are Canadian $1 and $2. Is what it is. But yeah. Let's see here. Up there, top left corner. Oh. Pressurized gas. Oh, like instead of Valve? Or Steam? Or whatever the heck. Essentially, it's pressurized gas instead. I'm not. I can't give all those. If I'm back home, our flight would get back home around 1 a.m. on Wednesday after work later that morning. Sounds like it's gonna be a busy day then. But sounds like Audience Award, the Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Galactic Cafe. What? Looks like an old Windows 95 program. What is this? This can't be a real thing that was sold there, right? There's no way. Time, indoors monthly.
You just said door, knock knock.
Yeah, it does make sense there, I guess. Exclusively Smith talks about new box. Graphs. National Geographic. Cargo. Surprised it didn't, the bot didn't say car followed by the via thing, you know? I'm kind of surprised. Loving memory. Trip down memory lane. Stanley Parable. Wait, what? Did I miss something? We cover mostly. Hey, hello, the United States dollar. We do mostly. Is it real? I do mostly Nintendo content. Is what we do for the most part. All the playthroughs that we've done on the channel can be found over on the YouTube channel on like the playlist tab there. It's mostly Nintendo stuff, but I do basically like a little bit of everything. That's basically what I do. For the most part. I do things all over the place. Hold on, let's see this here. What the heck? It is real. It comes with a bunch of things in there. Hard work, I'm good at my job. The end is never, the end is never.
You just said hello, idiot.
I did not. I did not say that. So this is a real thing then, huh? My goodness gracious. Okay then. I don't have any United States dollars. I have my Canadian dollars. I have my coins. It's not a parable demonstration. Begin the demo. Unachievable? It is impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh yeah! I've heard about that. Here. In fact, I think it was even mentioned earlier this stream. The bot really is bullying me. It really is. Team nominee British Academy Stanley Parable game. Innovation. Want $1? What are you asking about, like sending me a United States dollar? I'm okay. I don't think I have any use for a United States dollar anytime soon. So I think I'm okay. In fact, I think if I really want a United States dollar, I could probably just go down to my local bank and be like, hey, I have some money here. Can I like convert this into US dollar? And they'd probably be like, okay. You know, I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't think I need a framed United States dollar. New video game released today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Game clears certification first try. And he's added again with new art style. Intentionally bad graphics are the new hit. What is this? The P word that we don't speak about because it's a banned word? All the news that's fit to print. You will not believe how many bananas this ape's been hoarding for years. 50% off designer hat, but a small creature owns another half. What? I appreciate the $1.28 there as. Hey, there's a United States dollar. Is what it translates to in Canadian, I guess, is $1.28. I guess that's the current conversion rate. 50% off designer hat, but a small creature owns the other half. My goodness. Late edition. Today, sunny, hot, humid, high 92. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, warm and humid, low 74. Tomorrow, sun and clouds, hot, humid, high 90. Weather map. Where's my water bottle? Here it is. Yeah, is that a great deal? Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Friday, June 7th, 2013. Okay. It's that ending right there. Baffled that Canadian dollar is worth less than a US dollar. The conversion rate for the longest time used to be really, really close to 1-to-1. They used to be like really close in value for the longest time. This started changing leading up to around 2015. I remember this because you know how full-priced games in the US are $60? They used to be $60 here in Canada as well. But I remember the very first $80 game that I ever bought was Xenoblade Chronicles X. And I was so confused. I was like, why is Xenoblade Chronicles X an $80 game when all these other games are $60? And I thought that like, oh, it must just be like such a higher value game or something like that. I had to like specifically save up for it. Guzma's reading, time yourself out for 10 minutes. All right, enjoy the 10-minute timeout there, Guzma. And I was super baffled by it. I was like, why is Xenoblade Chronicles X the first $80 video game I've ever bought? But then, like, every other video game started becoming $80 at full price as well. So that happened. So our dollar started really sucking around that point. And ever since then, the United States dollar has been worth, like, roughly 30% more. It's kind of, like, dipped around here and there for a good while. But ever since around the end of 2015... we've been paying $80 for new games here in Canada when we were playing $60 for the longest time. You just said
playing, you fool.
Because our dollar just started really sucking. $1 TYD KNTD is 31 for 1 USD, huh? But yeah, there's that. So yeah, we used to have the really close currencies for the longest time, but not anymore. One cool thing about Canadian currency for anyone who doesn't live in Canada is we have colorful money and it's plastic, so you don't have to worry about it like getting wet and ruined. So, hold on. What cash do I have in my wallet here? We have colorful like...
You just said weird, dumbass.
Quick dab. So our money, for example, this is a $5 bill, for example. This is what our money looks like. We used to have paper money for the longest time, but... oh, that's the other cam from before. Whoops. This cam here. This is what our money looks like. So it's like it's like translucent over here. You can see through it. The back. I remember when they first started printing the plastic dollars instead of the paper ones. For a good while, the paper ones were still in circulation. We don't really see that much of them anymore. I like the back of this, especially as like growing up in a lot of science classes, because Canada's contribution to the International Space Station was the arm that's there, otherwise known as the Canada Arm or the Canadarm, which is a really dumb name, honestly. So the back of the $5 bill is the Canadarm there. This is a 20 here. We still have a lot of stuff centered around the Queen here in Canada, which in my opinion is kind of dumb, but hey, there's that. So yeah, these are our standard kind of Canadian dollars there. It looks like I only had like a couple 20s and some 5s in my wallet. I try not to carry around too much cash on me in case in case things go terribly wrong at some point, if I lose my wallet or it's like yoinked or something like that. So I don't keep too much cash in my wallet to be safe. But I do keep some on the side here in a super secret place that is never going to be revealed exactly where it is. But on one of my shelves here, just in case, I do keep like some spare cash around here and there. So our do I have a $10 bill? This isn't our normal $10 bill. Our $10 bill looks a little bit different than this. This is like a differently printed one. I think I got this at the Bottle Depot semi recently. I was like, whoa, that's a cool $10 bill. That's pretty neato there. If anyone wants to see a 100 in Canadian dollar, that's what it looks like there. Is this thing here. So this is Canadian money. This is Canadian money here. Do I have a normal 10? Oh, here's a different type of 10. Here's another different type of 10. Is a thing. This was the one that I got at the Bottle Depot semi recently, and I thought was really neat, because I've never actually seen one of these types of 10s before. This is a first. This is the first time I've ever seen this design. Is the thing there. Let me store away the monies. Some of this, a decent bit of this may well wind up getting donated to this very charity that we're fundraising for today. Interestingly enough. But yeah, so I keep some cash out. So that's what our money looks like here in Canada, essentially. So we've got like super colorful plastic money, and people always one of the things that people talk about when it comes to Canadian money is that it smells like maple syrup, and that I don't know if I want to say it's true or not. It like sorta does, but that's Canadian money. It's like this cool, colorful plastic stuff, essentially. So it's true, sorta. I haven't smelled it in a long time. I could grab the cash in my wallet again. By the way, like my NES wallet that I've had like all my life, essentially. Well, not all my life. I got it when I was like 7 years old, and I've had it ever since. I haven't tried it in a long time. This does not. This definitely does not. But like newly printed stuff, maybe slightly. I haven't tested in a very long time. But yeah, that's Canadian dollars. So hey, our Canadian dollar here might not be worth as much ever since about, I don't know, 2013 leading up to 2015-ish, and ever since then our Canadian dollar has kind of sucked. But our money is colorful and cool looking, and you don't have to worry about it getting wet because of, you know, it's plastic. You don't have to worry about it. Well, you don't have to worry about it getting torn as much. You can still tear it if you like really, really try, technically, but it's not gonna tear as easy as paper money. Like it's a lot more resilient. So we have cool money here. It's at least the thing. But yeah, so there's for sure gonna be a daily viewer. I don't even stream daily, but I appreciate it there. But yeah, there are some cool designs. I remember when the plastic money first started rolling out, there was like a group presentation for, I think it was a science class, and me and my partner gave a presentation on the design of like the back of the new plastic $5 bill. I don't know if that was in junior high school or if that was in like early high school. It was something like that. But I remember I was with a partner, and I don't even remember who it was. And I just remember at like some presentation, something where everybody had poster boards set up in the gym. Our presentation was on like the story behind the design on the back of the $5 bill being the Canadarm, which is a really dumb name, but hey, it's neato, and you know, a cool contribution of Canada to the ISS, you know. So there's that. What if you try and buy something with a Canadian $5 bill in America? They probably won't let you. You could probably like translate it over at a bank where they like accept that Canadian dollar and, you know, trade it over for American currency. But I don't think if you went to a store with, you know, other currencies that they'd let you. Is the thing. Most likely not. What might the question there be? So yeah, our money, its value isn't quite what it used to be, but our money at least looks cool. Is the thing. Unlike the what